Ladies and gentlemen, final score, Utah Valley 1, San Jose State 0.
So why rest players today?
Well, we knew we were in the tournament. We had maybe 5 or 6 players that have been playing nearly every minute. A little bit banged up, so no matter whether we won or lost today, the important thing is we didn't get an injury to an important player. So we hope we're playing for all the marbles on Sunday. That's the aim of it.
Best of luck.
Okay, thank you.
During season, the schedule's really crammed.
It's just like your foot on the gas, 100 miles an hour for 3.5 months.
You got about a 10-day period where you're playing maybe 2 to 3 preseason games.
Preseason games can be used to boost your NCAA rankings.
So this is when you play the likes of Stanford.
Say we beat Stanford, beat Santa Clara.
Puts you in good stead for ranking nationally. And then you go into conference, which is the main thing.
We're in the WAC conference, so we've got 10 regular season games.
The games are preset Friday and Sunday.
If you win your conference, you can go into the end of season tournament.
So if we win the tournament, you then go into the national competition, well, that can go on to, I think, early December. You could play 20-odd games in 3 months, which is a hell of a lot.
You've got to study, you've got to keep on top of your work as well. That's so important.
Come on! You serious? Some weeks you're playing 180 minutes of football in 2 days.
I'd say for a European player that's never been used to this type of season, for their first year, that's probably one of their biggest challenges, mentally and physically.
At the start of the season, we played 3 games in 6 days, so I nearly collapsed.
You're cramming in a whole season from September to the end of November, and it's not conducive to being able to put the best product on the field.
Because the college season is so short and we're getting a lot of injuries, it's impacting players' development.
I would get injured a lot because I do stupid things in the 89th minute.
If you get injured on a Friday, say you pick up a small little kind of muscle strain or anything, you play on it on a Sunday, you could actually tear the muscle.
We have a trainer with us that's busy patching players up.
Normally I do an entire evaluation at the beginning of the season, so I know what their dysfunctions are. It's quite a bit of work, but it pays off as the season goes on because I have it written down and I know exactly what was wrong at first, and then we can refer back to it later.
It is very difficult, and I would rather have 1 game a week.
You can kind of play the first team a full 90 in the first game. In the second game, you know, use of substitutions is probably more important.
Most of the time when we come back, we get Mondays off. The people who played both games get Tuesdays off as well.
Then you have Wednesday. Now you're 48 hours from kickoff. It's not ideal. So for that reason, there's a discussion on changing things.
I do know that they're trying to change it so it's a fall and spring sport.
There's a big push on now, and this is not just from college coaches, but from MLS. They want to go to a year-round model where you play 1 game a week through the fall, and then the spring, you go back to another game once every Saturday.
Players can stay healthy, perform at their highest level throughout the season and not risk big injuries.
And that's what my hope is things will be adjusted and make it better for the benefit of the student athlete.
Being a college athlete, you can juggle your academics and your soccer playing.
Not only are you getting help to become a better sports person, but you're being helped with your studies as well. It's just incredible.
You've got all the resources to succeed here.